Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here for another Gunpla review. In today's episode, we're going to cover basically part 2 from Friday's, the Super Gundam. So the Super Gundam in lore is just the Gundam Mark II with the Super Backpack, which makes it the Super Gundam. And I don't know if this is a full one-for-one rebuild of the AU version of the Gundam Mark II, or is it, I don't know if the AU version of it is just the Titans version with a different color scheme, because if this is any indication of what the AU Gundam version, Gundam Mark II version is, just buy the Titan 2. Or, yeah, you may want to get both, because there is some benefits to this that the Gundam Mark II Titans edition doesn't have, but more often than not, minusly my personal bias because of the color, this isn't that much better. To be honest, you may want to save your money on this, but I'll explain in a second. So I want to thank everyone for watching so far, and if you want to support the channel, the links are down below, so let's just get into the review. Okay, so this is the Titan Gundam with... Titan Gundam, wow. This is the Super Gundam with everything that comes in box. This massive color correcting sticker sheet. These are for part of the wings. This is also for, most of these are for the Super Backpack. Like, see this little green section here, and this here. Yeah, that's the only parts that go on the Gundam itself, not the backpack. Everything else, except for this piece, which I'm not sure goes where, and this one. Again, I have no idea where this goes. I have a vague idea where this may go. Probably onto the scope right here. But aside from this piece, I have no idea where this goes, and yeah, most of this is just for the Super Gundam. That. And one of the key problems I have with this, behold the beam saber hand. It's in all white, it's two pieces, basically the hand itself and the back of the hand. They're two separate pieces. I do not know why the Titan version of this dude comes with actual beam sabers that, you know, with beam effects, but this dude does not. Same Gundam, different colors, you get this. So, if you're willing to tolerate this abomination, you're going to have to paint this. And also, there is no effect parts. There is no beam effects, so yeah, you got that, and that's all you get. This piece is actually on the regular backpack of the Gundam Mark II. Unfortunately, as you saw on Friday, I tested if this existed on that one. So, no. Unfortunately, you cannot technically. We're going to actually find out right now. I'm just going to grab my buddy, the Gundam Mark II Titans Edition. Yeah, I forgot how annoying that beam saber could be. Let's get the backpack off of this dude. Yeah, no, never mind. The backpack is even different here. So, no. You cannot switch parts. Wow, it's even built different. So, yeah. Now you learned. So did I. This is not backwards compatible. You may have to get your own separate Gundam for this. Oop. Let's get that out of the way. So, everybody, gotta fix the beam saber on the Gundam Mark II Titans version. There we go. Oh, that's very disappointing. So yeah, you're gonna need both of them. Here I thought you were gonna swap them out. You know, swap the backpack. Nope, you learn something new every day. This is the headpiece, as you saw like on the Titan version. The Corelator / flyer for the Super Gundam backpack. Similar beam rifle as the other one. Of course, same bazooka, as you can see right here. The backpack, the Super Gundam backpack can be popped if you do it correctly, and not, you know, pull what I just did. There we go. See, like I said, there's a peg there's a hole right here, and a peg for it right here. So that's where they connect. Technically, you can put this in fly mode and have it be like a separate flyer, but mostly the whole point is it's attached it to the Gundam Mark II here. But for the sake of this, we're gonna pop off this hand. There we go. Because it only comes, by the way, it has one holding hand and one trigger hand. And if you don't want to use the trigger hand, you got to use the bad hand. So, yeah, that's an issue. Let's just remove the bazooka for a second so it doesn't get in the way. Alright. To the articulation of this. Yeah, sadness. This is the arm fully bent. You got a solid 90 degrees. Plus side, the waist is solid on this one at least. So I give it that much. This is held together by a single pole, so you won't... I wouldn't recommend snipping it and try to make it, move independently. So that's another point of the Titans version. Leg all the way up. That's the knee bend. It's not that good. Side kick. Leg pops off. So, not good. Paralyzed back skirt. There you go. Tiny ab crunch. So, yeah, articulation-wise, this is not good. There we go. This is the beam cannon that goes with it. Alright, so in lore, this is supposed to compensate because while this doesn't have the same armor as the Gundam and the Zeta Gundam, this is more of our titanium ceramic alloy, the titanium and ceramic composite and a movable frame, thus decreasing the defensive capabilities but increasing, movability and agility. Great and all. And they created the super backpack. Oh, also, like in this separate signed off from the other statement, these parts move. There you go. But again, the beam effects don't exist, so yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. Plug you back in. Okay. So, the Super Gundam backpack was developed to compensate for the lack of Gundamium alloy on this. But I have to ask you, my fine and wonderful viewers, what is the point of it? Like, seriously, it's supposed to compensate for the lack of armor. I get it if it's getting attacked from behind, as you can clearly see. The back, where the pilot would be shielded, because this has Gundamium alloy in it. But the front area here is completely exposed. It's like you literally have the sole purpose is to protect the pilot due to the lack of defensive, capabilities due to the different type of armor you have. And this thing doesn't even cover the important parts, like the chest area. And the nerd in me says when I hear the word Super Gundam, I just imagine the Superman S and a cape on this thing. I wish somebody would... I don't know if someone did, but I hope someone just took this and made it like a Kryptonian-style looking Gundam. That would be hilarious to me. But, yeah. I don't get it in lore, and in practice, it's stable. Even with this big gun here, it doesn't... doesn't succumb to its own weight. And of course, you can combine them all back into either flight mode, or you can do... You can actually have the Super Gundam backpack look like a carry-on to carry the Gundam Mark II. So you do have options with this. But honestly, I would leave it as Super Gundam. And, pop it in a moderate pose, kind of like I have now. Because you're not going to get anything else out of this. So, let's wrap up this review. Okay. Oh, I forgot to move the headpiece. Okay. So, the Super Gundam. Would I recommend it? Yes and no. Yes, if you want a solid kit. This is built solid. Downside, and also no, due to the downside, it has poor articulation. It has a lot of color correcting stickers. but they're not too bad. Like, there's a lot of them, but they're evenly spaced out, and most of it's on the backpack itself. The Gundam itself is just the cameras and the eyes. That's about it. So you can really... and 2 on the shield. So it's like, you can work... If you have a problem with using a lot of stickers, it's really not that bad. It just looks bad because it's a big sheet. But with that being said, the poor articulation, I would say the size of it, let's compare it to another big boy I have near me. One of my bigger ones. I mean, it's nowhere near the size of, say, the Penelope, but this dude is pretty chunky, so it does take up a little bit of shelf space with the Super Backpack on it. But the Gundam Mark II that comes with it, not good. Honestly. I wish it was, you can connect it to any of the Gundam Mark IIs that are out. Like, again, the Titans version. And again, I hope to everything holy, unholy, and the Technicolor Rainbow that lies in between, that the AU separate Titans one is as good as the AU version of the Gundam Mark II is as good as the Titans version. Because if it's not, just buy the Super Gundam. Save yourself some actual money. Because if this is literally just a rebuild with a new backpack, it just saves you money. Just buy this and that's it. And if you want a slightly more have better articulation, then you get the Titans version. But like I said, that's just my opinion. So I want to thank everybody for watching. And yes, I will be continuing the Universal Century run I've been on, apparently, with Friday's episode being the Jesta, and I got a bunch of Universal Century Gundams in the last couple of days, being the Victory Gundam 2, the Stark Jagan, and from the Thunderbolts version of the Universal Century, the Atlas Gundam. So, and I still have the Narrative Gundam with the Apex still in the waiting in the wings. So, yeah, those are still going to be built eventually. So, I haven't decided what I'm going to be for next Monday's episode. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. You guys are amazing. You know, I never thought I would get to 166 subscribers. You guys are great. If you want to support, anybody wants to support the channel, my links are down below. And yeah, if you want to order something from Galactic Toys, remember you have a 24-hour period with that link. So click it, order, know what you want, click, and then order. If you don't want anything like mostly Gundam related, but Galactic Toys does have more things like pop figures, trading cards, different types of models like Zoids, 30-minute missions, you know, stuff like Kamen Rider figurized, Digimon figurized, stuff like that. And if you want something else like action figures, they have that too. But you can also check out our other link to Entertainment Earth. Those guys have a lot of figurines and toys, so you have options there. If you want to buy a book, you can buy I have my book links down below. So thanks for watching. All of you are awesome. All of you appreciated. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on Friday.